we are giving away a free Steam key to the story-based adventure game The Silent Age. In this addictive game, you assume the role of a regular, unsuspecting janitor who sees himself confronted with the daunting task to save all of mankind. Simply answer the question at the beginning of every video to be entered for the giveaway running until July 31st. You can enter as many times as you want by answering every new question in order to increase your chances. Let's get it. The question for this video is going to be, what's the name of the one hero in Hearthstone that is not a person, but a Murloc? There is one. Not in the beginning, but you can get one. It's a Murloc, and he's got a name. What's his name? Let us know. Win a free game. The Silent Age. We got another budget deck for you. It's Shaman. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Murloc Shaman.
Yes.
You should be familiar with the strategy by now. Run your opponent over, because you can do that for cheap. Flame Tongue Totem buff stuff up. Murloc War Leader buff stuff up. This is a very important card, which is why we included it. It is epic. So this is what you need to invest in first thing when you're building a Murloc deck. The War Leaders, man.
Yeah, they're really good.
The War, man. Crazy. They're really good. They got a lot
they're
of
so good they have been nerfed before.
And they're still good.
Yeah.
A lot of 1-drop, 2-drop Murlocs in there, and Bloodlust is the finishing touch. As was kind of with the Druid when we had Savage Roar and the whole board buffing stuff.
Bloodlust is better.
But Bloodlust is better. That is true. But it's also more expensive. But having like a bunch of Murlocs down and double Bloodlusting on turn 10, or just Bloodlusting before, that just takes the cake. So some stuff that you could put in there to increase a little bit later on will be, for one, the quest. The Gather the Murlocs quest.
Yeah.
Unite the Murlocs, I think. It's possible. It's not the best card, but it fits in the deck. You can just put it in the deck and keep playing it and just have reload with a Megafin later.
I was about to say, it gives you the reload that this deck is missing because you barely have any draw.
Exactly. So, you mentioned Doomhammer. The weapon Doomhammer.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice thing to do.
Would be a possibility to include in this deck.
It allows you to clear up the board a bit when there's too much stuff there maybe, or to just hit for 4 in the face right when you play it.
Correct. Other than that, you need to always be looking out for what are you facing a lot and what do you need to be teching against. So, you could have an Ooze in there instead of a Murloc.
Yes.
Or, we have 2 Spellbreakers now. You can have an Ooze. You could have, if you're facing a lot of Murlocs, you can have Hungry Grabs in there. Those are, of course, a bit more expensive. If you were to, for some reason, face Pirates, Galaka Crawlers are your friend.
I mean, the Hungry Crab could, when you put it in there, also just eat the 1/1 Primal Fins that you would get from your totem, for example.
Also possible, but we're not putting them in there for that bit because they're too expensive.
Exactly.
War Leaders are a lot more value to us. So Murloc Synergy is really what we're looking for here. And let's see what we can do on the ladder. We are playing the nation of France.
Yes, we are.
It's a priest, too. So, if that's not some extra motivation to win right now, kick everything. I mean, we got literally the 4 most expensive cards in our
Generally, of course, you'd like to know that to have access to a War Leader early, but you need something to play.
Yeah, so Oracle and Primal Fin Totem are really good.
I'm tempted to say just coin out the Primal Fin.
We have the 1-drop.
Yeah.
I mean, coining out Primal Fin, I don't think so. Just play a 1-drop. When you have it, just play it, I think.
The problem is it dies very easily, and the stats itself aren't what it's good for, it's the effect.
So Priest, you don't really know too much of what to expect these days, but it just might be one of the combo priests that we played before.
It's oftentimes combo priest.
It seems like it. So now Primal Fin.
Now Primal Fin summons for as long as the Grimscale is on the board 2/1s.
Of course, it's also
1/1s.
If it's the common priest, the dragon variety, there's literally nothing we can do to circumnavigate Duskbreaker. If it's there, it's there.
The one thing that helps us with that is the Cold Light Seer.
The Cold Light Seer, even then, still tough.
But even then, only the 2 or 3 health Murlocs will be safe.
Rockpool is
also good.
Kind of good. I think we play that. Take it all into the face.
Yeah, are we coining out something?
No, we're gonna keep the Echo once, but you could have Lightning Bolted. Can I go to face?
Yeah, but it overloads one.
It's true.
Lightning Bolt is one of those that you either want to use to take out a sticky situation on the board,
Master Spell because Duskbreaker wasn't there.
Or
War Leader is the draw. I'm sorry, but War Leader is just the draw.
They might be silenced, but they're still Murlocs.
They're still Murlocs. And there's War Leaders. They lead wars for Murlocs. It's crazy. So it's like right now it's
now we could Lightning Bolt.
Yeah, just do it. Right now it's basically like have a Duskbreaker or die.
Because we are not going to use our 5th mana next turn, likely.
Yeah.
So, that's that.
He needs to remove right now. Spirit Lash, okay.
Heals him a lot and removes most of our board.
Always better with the Blood Mage Thalnos, but cool.
That's true.
So he's using up a bunch of stuff to remove because he just doesn't have the dragon. Of course, that was pretty good. Windspeaker is probably the worst instance right now, but I think the 2 Anglers make sense. So, an idea would also be to keep one of the Ghostlight Anglers for a bit later down the road when, say, you get everything removed by something.
Yeah, of course, but that's the nice thing about drawing both of them, because that means you can waste the first one.
Shadow Essence. So.
It's Resurrect?
It's Resurrect.
Maybe?
Maybe. Resurrect typically runs mostly Valid and Malygos.
Summon a Death Realm from... What is this?
That's a Coffin Crusher. Just silence it with tempo, summon a totem, and go. Sometimes you don't need to worry too much about what exactly this is. It's just stuff. And I really don't need that Coffin Crusher to pull an Obsidian Statue out of his
That's true.
rear end. Which is likely what's going to be the case, because why would he then run Coffin Crushers if he did?
I don't know, to get another Coffin Crusher.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, there's a good chance that this guy is French.
There is a good chance for that.
So who knows what he's thinking?
Yeah, you don't know with these guys. You just don't. So Windspeaker is possible. Windspeaker and Flame Tongue, right?
Seems really good.
That pushes some stuff, which is the idea what we want to do.
Of course, the Flame Tongue might very well die, but what?
We're dealing 12.
Yeah, that makes arguably more sense. So yeah, 12 damage.
Yep. Have a Duskbreaker.
Bigger board.
Or don't. Maybe he doesn't even have Duskbreakers in there. It doesn't seem like he would.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be too dragon oriented.
I haven't seen the dragon yet, no. So, actually, the Shadow Vision's play was pretty good, because he kind of expected this. Apparently. Because he just saw 1 Murloc and Shadow Vision for Spirit Lash. Good play. Heads up play.
That's also a good play.
Shadow Madness is a good play.
And I was about to say targeted the wrong guy, but I guess he takes out both either way, so yeah, that makes sense. To then kill the one that you
push
stole.
Soon. Primal Fin is good. We can also load up with Ghost Lights now.
I think that's what we're doing, because...
Okay. 8 mana for
Primal Fin is significantly slower.
Yep.
And we don't necessarily want to push the Spellbreaker just to have it on the board if we have other options.
That's a lot of ghostly Murlocs right there.
Yeah, and he has to take out 3 of them.
Probably all of them.
Or 2 and heal. Of course, holding
Imagine Psychic Scream right now. There would be 5 Echo Murlocs in the deck.
That wouldn't even be too bad. Holding Nova, of course, kills them all.
That's true. Another Spirit Lash. Doesn't kill them all, but of course it heals them. And then a Psychic Scream. Alright. So now we have a lot of
Now
Murlocs
we're thinking with portals.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, Primal Fin still makes sense. And Totem Up.
And turn, I suppose, because the Cold Seer doesn't have that great of a stat distribution, but of course, having Murlocs on the board is really good.
Gotta be relentless in generating those. Now, of course, okay, there's that, and that's probably a valid target for a silence. Ice Fishing isn't bad.
I'm gonna silence the thing first.
Let's fish for ice. Angler and Hunter.
How am I not surprised that we drew an Angler?
Yeah. You can put Hunter and Seer. Let's do it. We got Angler next turn. That's 5 Murlocs. If everything dies, it's 5 Murlocs. Rock and roll.
I mean, the nice thing is, we have an okay board. He basically is forced to trade, and we have reload through the Echo, which he was so nice as to give us extra copies of.
Ysera.
This seems to be actually like the old school big priest.
It's some sort of that, yeah. It's a resurrect priest, but that's not aimed at OTK.
Hey, I've got statues. Might as well include Coffin Crashers?
Bloodlust wins. Wall Leader also wins. Murloc Raider explicitly doesn't win, but we can play it.
Yeah, it's still better than the totems.
Face, yeah.
The one totem that would have maybe been advantageous would be the what is it called? The Stoneclaw Totem?
Yeah, the taunt. The taunt. The snake. That's a snake, by the way.
No, it's not.
It's a snake.
No, it's not.
Taunt totem is a snake.
Nope, it's not.
Fact.
Nope.
It's a fact. How
Alternative fact.
How is it not recognized as a worldwide known fact? Taunt totem is a snake. Look it up on the internet. It says so. You can find that anywhere. Now, Holy Nova. Alright.
There would have definitely been better instances of Nova before. We can fill our board up again. With a single card.
Laughing Sister, okay.
Of course, Ysera generates a lot of value. The longer it's on the board, the better.
Generates good stuff. Rock Batter is okay.
Yeah, but
Put anglers.
We're playing an angler, and we're playing an angler, and guess what? We're playing another one, and another one. 5
of them, to be precise. You want to Psychic Scream that again? France? Huh? You're not sick of this yet? Cool. Good to know.
Now, we did not get our 1-1, but we'd rather have the 2-2.
It's true.
Seems a little obvious. We could have... No.
Yeah.
I guess we could have run the 2-1 into something, but...
See, the problem is, like, he can't really play Ysera Awakens if he gets it. Even though it's a board clear, but he can't play it. Because he'll just bring himself down so much that he'll just die to anything.
Including Rockbiter, which we can target ourselves with, which is very important.
Shadow Reaper. Alright. I mean, he's finding ways to hang on. It's going to kill his own Ysera.
Kill his Ysera, yeah. That's... It's quite something.
But of course, Shadow Reaper is good. Now he can't heal anymore with the hero power.
Which is actually really good for us in the long run.
But it's a Shadow Reaper.
There is...
Grimskull, you can use Rockbiter at this point. And hero power. Start pushing it. It's really all that we do. Taunt is okay. It's a snake. Look, how is that not a snake? That's a snake. The Taunt Totem, that's a snake.
That is a totem.
It's a snake.
Presumably made out of wood, I guess. And then there's a Murloc behind it.
It's a green snake. It's a snake.
It's a totem that's glowing green with a Murloc in the background.
Snake.
It's a Murloc.
No.
As a matter of fact, he looks kind of like a Tidecaller.
Snake. It's like, come on. Okay, you know what? You're gonna need to decide about this, people, man. Put snake in the comments if you believe it's a snake. And put not snake if you believe it's not a snake. It's a snake, though. That's just a fact. Just a fact for you. There you go.
He's trying to figure out how not to lose.
Which he's been doing for the entire game.
So here's what you do. Hero power, face. And your own face. That is the best way to go right now.
That is true. Also, or just find that nice little concede button. That nice little red button.
Yeah, but I feel like that was more fun to kill yourself rather than concede.
Yeah, I know.
I actually thought he rage quit, but apparently he's still there.
Still making plays. Not enough plays, though. Let's give him some anglers. Trade some stuff in and... Okay, fair enough. He wasn't having it. But...
our victory does prove something, though.
What does it tell us, too? The man is ophidiophobic.
What?
Because the one minion that he was sure to take out was a snake.
It's not a snake.
Ophidiophobic. Fear of snakes.
It's not a snake, though.
Put it in the comments. It's a snake. Hey, listen, thank you for watching. That was a good game. That was a really good game. France got what they deserved. Like, for real. Listen, if you're from France, great guy. I like France. Just don't like the people. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for watching. Leave a like to support the channel if you enjoyed it. And this video really just goes to show you gotta keep pushing. It's kind of the same moral of the story in every video now, because that's what budget decks kind of do. But you gotta keep pushing, and it will work out for you. So that's a strategy you need to adopt, because that's a good beginner strategy. Because it's not that hard. It's rather simple, and it's not that expensive of a deck to create. We didn't even need Bloodlust.
That's true.
Just Murloc after Murloc after Murloc, and it never managed to clean them all off without it being reloaded. Moral of the story: Taunt Totem is a snake. Thank you for watching, JD.
That's it?
That's it.